Hi, my sweet friends. How are you? It is 5 o'clock in the evening, and I am in full-scale pajamas. No makeup, making our breakfast dinner. So yesterday, you saw me post the video for my ultimate brunch casserole. It has set overnight. It's in the oven. But I needed to make my version of a red-eye gravy to go over that casserole when we serve it. So what I have in this pan is 4 to 5 tablespoons of very finely diced ham, and it's fat from my spiral ham. Smoked ham, delicious smoked ham. I have rendered it down so that you can see I have a good amount of grease. See it in there? We want that. To that, I added 1/4. No, let's take that back. I added 2 tablespoons of espresso that I dissolved and ran through a coffee filter into my renderings. I let that cook down and condense and added some cracked pepper. Now, we are going to add a roux, and I'm going to cook, this is a flour and milk roux, and we are going to add this to our renderings, and we are going to make a delicious, delicious gravy. Now, typically, red-eye gravy does not have a creaminess that you add. It's typically thinner, but I like it creamy. So my version, my friends, is creamy. So we're going to now turn our heat back to medium. We are going to start to cook down our flour. We want that flour flavor cooked completely out. And all of this fat is going to be in here. And we've got little Mugsy out here that we don't want out here. So hopefully darling Hubs will know that he's out here and try to confiscate him. Meanwhile, you can see this flour is seizing up. I'm going to tip you just a bit. You see it? Seizing up. That's what we want. I hope you're having a good day. This is always such a relaxing day for me. You know, we've been sick, as you know, through the holiday, like a million other people have been. And so, with that being said, this was a day where everything just sat still. It was wonderful. Again, all I'm doing, you can take your little bits out if you like. I leave them in. I'm okay with it. But we're going to fry that flavor right into that flour, and we're going to fry that flour flavor right out. Now, if you think you don't want coffee or espresso in your red-eye gravy, you just close your eyes. Think of it like this. What it does is it completely, using just a little, completely enhances the smokiness of your ham. It's amazing what it does. So, with that being said, let me get my milk so that I can start making our gravy. Oh, this smells so wonderful, y'all. Little at a time goes a long way. My cast iron skillet is non-stick, literally, from years of use. Love, 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 love. So we're just gonna break this all up, get it all creamed up, and it's gonna be amazing. Let's get it to cooking. The flavors in this, along with that casserole, and if you've never had the brunch casserole, please make it. And if you don't like croissants, you can use bread, but you're missing the boat with the croissants. They're amazing in it. They really do create that brunch casserole. The butteriness, the flakiness. Alright, as our stuff gets hotter, it starts breaking down more and more. It should be about all we want now, just to get our gravy nice and creamy. So that's all I'm going to do is keep stirring. Alright, my friends, our gravy is thickened beautifully. And we are going to add now our thinner substance, which is going to be a little more espresso that I put through our coffee filter. We want just enough to make it the thinness that we want. We have all of our cream in here, our flour melted in, our seasonings, our pepper, a little bit of salt to taste, of course. And we're just going to add this generously to thin out our gravy. You don't have to use coffee. Do I recommend it? Always try something. This is really one of the older ways to make it. Alright, so now we're just going to thin this out. Let's see how much more we want it. And anything else that we need for thinness, we will use milk. We have our spice in, we have our salt and our pepper. And I have a spoon here from the coffee. Just going to taste. We have our little bits of ham in here. You see how creamy and delicious that looks. Smells amazing. Crazy, crazy good. When we put this with this casserole, it is going to be sheer decadence. All right, my friends, our incredible ultimate brunch casserole is done. And time for our dinner. Let me show you what we got. Now, if you don't think this is amazing, you are missing out, my friends, because it is amazing. Those croissants are so tender and flaky. Our version of red-eye gravy is perfectly ready. I'm going to show you how tender this is just to cut. This is simply like air. It is custardy. It is delightful. Doesn't stick. Just smells heavenly. I know it to be just that way too. I'm gonna let it cool for a few minutes because we want that all to come together, and then we're gonna plate. All right, our gravy is beautiful. We're just going to drizzle that beautifully over the top. All of our little pieces of rendered ham have basically dissolved. This is one amazing brunch. I hope you'll share yesterday's video, tonight's video, the gravy. Share it with your loves. Share it because you love. I love you. God loves you more. We'll see you soon. Okay? Thanks for coming to Kitchen in the Mitten.